moment of silence.
Begin transmission.
You are listening to Corellian Run Radio, your route through hyperspace to the latest news on Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Hi, and welcome to Corellian Run Radio. This is episode 132, and we are recording Sunday, November 16th, 2014. And we are streaming live. My name is Jason. I'm joined by my co-host, Heather. Howdy, Heather.
Hey, Jason.
So, how are you doing, Heather?
I am really good. I'm a little cold, which Jason might kind of poo-poo at. It's like 50 degrees right now in Las Vegas.
50 degrees, and you say it's cold. I'm looking out on my window right now. Not really a majestic day. It's actually gloomy and snowing and accumulating on the ground. It's about 30 degrees out here, 31, 32. And it's snowing. Yeah, they're calling for like 3 to 5 inches. So, yeah. Sorry if I don't think it's cold there in Las Vegas. Come on.
Yeah, I'm also pretty tired. I don't know. I think I got enough sleep. I think it's from the night before. I didn't get a lot of sleep, but yeah, tired. I went to the cantina last night, which we'll definitely talk about. But yeah, otherwise, Sunday, boo.
Boo. That's
Yeah,
stupid.
it's work tomorrow.
Well, now that I can identify with that. But so, you've been doing any gameplay? How's it been going with that?
Oh, pretty good. We did our operation. We had ops night on Friday. We were missing a couple people, so we six-man TFB and S&V weeklies, and then we went and did it again with our alts. So that was fun. Even though I had to play my Sork for an operation, I was just like, I don't like playing my Sork at all because I don't really know what to do with her. But it's my very first character, and her name's Heather, so that was still fun.
Oh, that's cool.
And slowly but surely leveling up my stupid Vanguard. I don't know why it's taking me so long. I guess it's hard
So
when you have a lot of things to do.
What level are you at right now?
43. So I should
43.
be able to knock that out like tonight.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm still working on my Sork. I'm enjoying that though. Going up with my Sork. She's stuck at level 37, but I got tied up with some other things going on, and still working with my sniper. I love that. Love my sniper, getting it up higher. But we've kind of done some changes because a lot of the people in my guild, they've already like completely 180s, even mostly 186s. So we're kind of switching over on what we do on our Friday nights. We're doing more with the guild conquest thing, so we can knock out more stuff and open up everything on our ship and get that all done before the new expansion comes out. So we're kind of changing our Friday nights to more of a fun kind of thing, guild activity that way. So
Oh yeah, ops runs are always fun.
yeah, so we're doing that kind of stuff. Like I said, still messing with my sniper. Had a couple bad incidents on Saturday trying to get even a flashpoint. It was just like a day I should have just like, never mind. It just wasn't happening. But you'll have that every now and when you pug a group or something like that. So, but other than that, I've been having a good time checking out the new info that we got from the 2 latest Twitch streams from SWTOR, stuff like that, and we'll kind of touch on that a little bit in the news. So, why don't we go ahead and get in that?
From the Newsnet and beyond.
So yes, we've been talking about, and of course, everybody's been kind of talking about the new update coming, Shadow Raven Update 3.0, which will be hitting around the 1st of December. And this last week, they went over the Shadow Assassin and Sage Sork, the changes that came about there. And then the previous week, they talked about the Vanguard, Powertech, Commando, Mercenary. So,
Should we talk about our big news at Corellian also?
Oh, we definitely will get into that news. So, did you get a chance to check out the videos or get to check out any of the notes that came out from that?
Yeah, I
Anything?
did read the notes just because Shadow Assassin is very important to me, and I've also just heard through the grapevine of certain stuff about the Merc and the Power Tech and things like that. And I don't know. I mean, I've seen it already, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it looks cool. They buffed. It looks like they did some buffs to some of the deception abilities, which is the tree I play. So there's a couple of abilities like Maul and I think one other one that does oh gosh, what is it called?
Let's see. What's that? Are you talking about the new thrashing strikes or something like that?
Let me see what it's actually called.
Oh, assassin.
Oh, Sunder.
Sunder.
Yeah, the armor reduction. So we have a couple of things that do that, and also ball lightning. That's going to be the new thing instead of using shock. It looks pretty cool. I guess it's kind of nice that it's an ability that you don't have to like work into your priority rotation on
Mm-hmm.
top of everything else. It's just you can just switch it out.
Yeah.
I like that. It's kind of like when the assassins change out Voltaic Slash instead of using Thrash. I like that, or
Yeah.
Double Striker, or whatever it's called. I think that's the Shadow. What the
Yeah.
Shadow one is called.
Well, I like
Uh,
that too. I love the animation you're talking about, the ball lightning. It's like they spin the double blade lightsaber and shoots a ball out from it.
yes, yeah.
That's
Hmm.
pretty epic looking. I saw that on the stream and it was like, whoa. Yeah. So now, have you seen some of the? Let's see. And there's a lot of things with some of the damage over time things. I noticed that they'll be able to reapply just by using another ability between, I think, in this. Let's see, is that, I think, affliction and then crushing when you use let's see, I forget it now. Where is it? Um, it's like the, what is it, crushing? Here
Crushing
it is.
Darkness.
Yeah, and if you now use the new one, demolish, which it will actually, it's going to replace crushing darkness, but it'll apply that again. And I think there's another one that can. I don't know. Anyway, but I thought the way they've done some of the damage over time, I think that's affliction if you use, and I think it's crushing darkness. I'm sorry, folks, but if you do that, it will automatically reapply some of those, and I think that's kind of cool. So you're not always having to hit like, oh, I got to remember, get affliction back on there, get affliction back on there. If you hit another one of your abilities, it's going to automatically reapply that. So I thought that was kind of cool. And the animations, oh my gosh, I think they're making like not only the advanced classes definitely different, but they're also making it to where the different trees. I mean, whether it's PvP or PvE, you'll be able to know exactly when somebody's playing that. You won't have to ask like, "Hey, what spec are you?" You'll be able to see. Like, I mean, if Heather's doing that ball lightning thing, you'll be able. She's deception. It's. I think that's really cool. Which,
Yeah, I really like the animation for Depredating Bolts, the new thing for Force Lightning. For Darkness Assassins or the Tank Assassins. It looks really cool. It's like a multiple shock kind of thing. It looks really cool.
yeah, and they still keep because it wasn't before the Force Lightning. They actually put up the lightsaber away and used both hands because the same animation as the Sork, I think.
Yeah, so I think that works. That works a lot better
Yeah, because it's like,
because
okay,
we have assassins
double
have
bladed lightsaber.
lightsabers.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
actually use one. Sorry, Sorks and Sages.
Yeah, I was like, I really thought that was good. I thought that was they put a lot of thought into it, and even you know we'll talk about the Republic side, I guess. I like some, I like some of the animations they did for them. The Psychokinetic Blast, which is the same thing as Ball Lightning, it looks pretty epic. It's not like, well, okay, we're gonna throw some wind at people and stuff like that. I like, cascading debris. I think that's kind of cool too. I really think, and we're gonna talk a little bit about the Trooper Bounty Hunter in just a second. But I really think they're doing a great job of not only changing the abilities about how they're doing the disciplines, but the animations and just taking it a next step of cleaning things up. I think that's really cool to do that.
Yeah, the one thing I thought was weird in the notes here on Dolphy, mass mind control is now a detaunt if you're not in tank spec. Wasn't it already a detaunt? I'm pretty sure that they did that a long time ago because I've
Ooh.
been using it and I haven't been taunting, the whole
I
operation. So I thought that was like not new.
well now I don't know. I think that's a new thing because if I'm they're talking about it with like in the Vanguard and Power Tech, if you have, like the Sonic missile, I believe, which was used, if your Vanguard was used as an AoE kind of taunt. But now, if I'm still like in a different, um, got a different cell or different cylinder activated, that now lowers my threat. So I think they've made a little bit of changes. I'm not quite sure on the mass mind control if it was always a detaunt, but
It wasn't always. They changed it kind of recently, but it's kind of weird that it's in the notes here because I don't know, maybe it'll detaunt better because when I click it, it doesn't do anything. I'm still, it doesn't work very well in dropping aggro. So I don't know. I don't know. Also the utilities. I like that the phase walk. It's now a little bit more useful for non-taking assassins.
oh
So it
really?
says here, all assassins can now get the assassin's shelter as a utility that which increases healing done by 5% for those standing within 5 meters of the phase walk. So that's useful. I just when I'm in operations, I have my phase walk, but there's not really a point in
Yeah,
using it unless I need to move around. And most of the time, I don't have issues with that. But so that's kind of a cool little thing that I'm able to do with phase walk now.
yeah. You were touching on the utilities. I really think the way they've changed some of those utilities, I think that's going to be something helpful. Like just that. I mean, everybody like make sure you have your phase walk ready to go and stuff like that, and you're not even maybe going to be using that too much. But I think, yeah, I like that. I like some of the utilities. Did you notice any other utilities you think pretty cool? There was one. What was it? Just a general utility. Where's that? Or maybe no. I was thinking. The overload. Um, the now heal can heal. Well, that's the Sork. But the new thing with smart heals. Have you heard about that?
Oh, I don't know. I don't heal anything.
Well,
So yeah, I don't
but
know.
if you're near somebody that's healer, it's going to go on the lowest health percentage was going to
Oh,
get
that's
that.
really cool.
So if there's 8 people and you might be in a 16 player op, it's going to go with the lowest 8 people
Oh,
healing
that's
those for.
nice.
So yeah, I think doing stuff like that, that's definitely a quality of life when you're in a raid, and you can attest to that. That if you're in a bunch of people are surrounded up, like you're all grouped up, like stacking up for a specific instance during a boss fight, if it's healing people that don't need it, that's no, that's not. That's a dumb heal. So they've now got 2 smart heals. So I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, and then going back to utilities, I like how there's some that are more relevant to operations or PvE content, and then there's some that are more relevant to PvP content. So I really like that. Instead of having to completely respec, you can just change, and doing the whole tree, you can just change which utilities you wanted to take. And I like that because, Yeah, it always annoyed me that I'd have to think, oh my God, I have to respec for PvP because all this PvP stuff is on this side of the tree and whatever. But it looks like it should be way easier now because I only have to choose like I don't know how many points
You
you
get
you get
7.
exactly. Yeah, but 7 points to distribute is much easier than doing your whole tree just because you want 4 slow.
Exactly. And you will have, I mean, if you get that, the respec droid is going to transfer that you automatically be able to pick abandoned utilities in an instant, and you can immediately pick those all back up. So I kind of think that's kind of cool that they're doing some of those things. Because, like you said, it's easier to pick up and trade your utilities than it is to, oh, I've got to go through all the whole skill tree again, blah, blah, blah.
hmm
So, yeah,
And
I
like
think,
with trees that you're not so familiar with, it's like you got to go in and read it or like memorize which ones you took. But yeah, I'm happy with what they're doing.
now, did you get to check out any of the, you know, Powertech, Vanguard, the Commando, Merc stuff?
The only thing I know for the Merc is that Kolto missile. That's the AoE, that AoE heal that they kind of just drop and it has that green powder stuff or green smoke. That one is only gonna be for heal Mercs now. So the ones that take, is it called Bodyguard?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's only going to be for bodyguard. I was talking with one of my guildies on Ops Night on Friday, and he was just like, "I use that all the time. I'll be kind of sad that that's not going to be available for a DPS merc, but oh well, I guess."
Well, and personally, going on to back to the Sage and Sork a little bit, I'm trying to really get in my head. It's not going to be my main character, but when I'm using my lightning, try not to use the heals as much as possible because I'm not going to be able to do that when 3.0 comes out because the healing stuff, you're going to get your one self heal, I think, but after that, you won't be.
Self-preservation.
Yeah, you won't be able to do. Oh yeah, here, Treek, I'll give you a couple heals now. Nope, that's not going to happen. You'll be just running around, kiting with your lightning until. So yeah, so I've really been trying with that personally. But so, do you like that? That it's going to be the people that will be getting that stuff. It's just going to be like the defining the trees better like that.
I think for PvP it would help because sometimes you go in and there's like, there's a scoundrel and there's a sage and then there's a commando and you're like, okay, well, you know what? We can try and target the healer in the arena, but then all these two other guys can pocket heal the whole group. So like, I think it makes it kind of easier in at least in PvP if there's not so much healing going on. I don't know. Maybe people will hate me for saying that, but that way I think it's easier to identify who actually is the healer. Because I know, I think it's scoundrels or not scoundrels, but commandos. I think have that big healing move where you can definitely tell that they're a healer. So I think that would be nice for kind of focus targeting instead of just healers healing healers healing healers and whatever. So I don't know. I kind of like it, but I know people really like their hybrids and being able to heal and do damage at the same time. And so,
Well, the only thing with me as my main as a sniper, it's like I can only do damage. So I kind of think, well, yeah, you guys all need to decide whether you're going to heal, whether you're going to do damage, whether you're going to tank. Not to be biased or anything like that. The hybrids are neat to have every now and then, but I kind of think it even would help get your roles as far as even some of the PVE content because it's like, well, okay, this is what we're gonna have. If you're a DPS, you're a DPS. If you're a healer, you're a healer. So I don't know. That's for me. I'm not so up like, oh no, this is going to do kill everything. I don't know. That's my thing on that. Did you see anything else in there? Um, I thought I saw some of the neat things, the Merc, some of their animations and stuff like that.
oh yeah, yeah, the one that's replacing rail shot is that priming shot. That one, it looks cool. It looks cool. Everything looks cool, especially the power tech ones.
Oh
I guess
yeah.
it's because there's so much fire.
Oh yeah, the new flame one. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, flaming fist.
Flaming Fist,
Awesome.
and that's the new the one that's replacing. Instead of
Rocket
flamethrower,
Punch?
no, the one
Oh,
that's
well,
replacing.
Flaming Fist is for Rocket Punch, right?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
adding flame to it, the rocket punch. But now instead of the one that's going to replace your flamethrower is called Firestorm. Oh my gosh, it's just like this big, huge arsenal of like. Now that's a flamethrower because there's just this wall
You
of
can't miss
flames.
now.
No, you're not missing that. And then there's one that drops like a cone of just flame above somebody, just showers them in like flames. It's like, yeah, I think I have something on me. Yeah, I think the animations are really cool. And it's I know we talk normally Empire, but even if you go once again the Republic stuff, it's not like, oh well, they're just giving all the cool stuff to the Empire. But no, I was looking at the Vanguard, and they've got the new thing that replaces the pulse cannon. When you get to a higher level, it's going to be Ion Storm, and it's a big, huge cone that's just frying everything, and you can move it just like you can the Firestorm, and it's
Yeah, yeah, it looks crazy. Like I wouldn't want to get stuck in
no,
that.
no, no. I'm out of that. So, but that's so. Well, yeah, folks. Definitely, if you have not seen any of the SWTOR videos, they've been doing the community streams on that, and they're going to be doing, some more this next coming week. I think it's going to be the Sith Warrior and Jedi Knight, this next one, which I'm kind of excited what they're going to be doing with that one. And of course, they're putting the agent last. I don't know, BioWare, what's going on. Maybe it's because they're making it so OP. That's why it's going to be last. I don't know. So let's see. What else has been going on? Oh, not much, has it, Heather? Let's see. Last Saturday, wasn't it the Ootini cast? At the Ootini Cantina?
Oh yeah, that was so much fun. It was kind of like a whole weekend event. We went out the night before at the Palazzo, one of the hotels here, and ate dinner at Table 10. And so I got to meet Tio for the first time. Chill hadn't arrived yet, but I've met him before, and so I got to meet some of the people from their guild that I've met before. And then the next day we went to Hash House a Go Go and got like giant meals. I don't know if anyone's heard of that before, but it's really I didn't eat a whole thing. I shared with someone. So as for
Very
the
cool.
actual cantina itself, it was pretty cool. They did a live stream, all of the hosts on one camera, and then they had the audience cam on us, and I was watching Redna's Twitch chat, which was broadcasting the audience cam. So that was fun. And I listened to a bit of the recorded podcast so far, and like all I can hear is like, giggling in the background, and yeah, and some like I'm listening to it, I'm like I don't even remember that happening. I must have been drunk or something because there's a lot of booze there too, and yeah, lots of
Medication abound.
So that was a ton of fun, and we had some stuff from BioWare. There was some T-shirts and um, oh gosh, what else was there? I think there's a poster and like a mouse pad, a social mouse pad. I think.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. So that was very cool and very nice of BioWare to give the swag to to Ootini Cast
Well, and
for
I think it was really cool for TeenyCast. I mean, they weren't going to be able to be there for yesterday's thing at the Community Cantina, but they decided to make the best out of everything and do their own thing. I thought that was really cool. Do they plan on doing it again?
Oh, I hope so. I hope they make the next one in Hawaii. I would
Oh,
totally.
Hawaii! Listen to you. Wow, that would be awesome.
Well, since Tio lives in Australia, I guess it's kind of halfway, so it's not like I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens in the future.
Well, and then I guess we can go ahead and with the other thing that was kind of going on, kind of do a little lead in was last night, the Community Cantina.
Yeah, I went to the Las Vegas Community Cantina here in town. It was at the Mandalay Bay Convention Center, and it was fun. I mean, I was worried for a little bit because I it didn't look like there was a lot of people waiting around. Maybe about a half hour before the cantina, but then Musco came out and was like, "You guys can get in line." And then suddenly there was all these people that came out of nowhere and just got into line. And then we got in. This was the first cantina that I got a wristband. Like it's a thick black wristband that says Star Wars: The Old Republic, Shadow of Revan. So I got a few of those.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, I got a few of those. And they did the Q&A session, and Musco said that because it's Vegas and this is the last canteen of the year, they have so much stuff to give out. And that was really cool. They gave out like four books, four Revan books, a SWTOR encyclopedia, two shirts, one Imperial, one Republic. Boo.
Listen,
They also gave away a Razer SWTOR mouse, which was really cool. And what was even cooler than that was the GSF poster that was signed by the devs. And I guess it's awesome because only 150 people or something outside of the studio actually had it. And on top of
very
that,
cool.
there's like only one person that actually has it signed by the team.
That's
So
awesome.
I wanted to win that, but I didn't even know the answer to the trivia question. So oh well. And then I tried to do a video. I really did try. I put it on the blog on Corellian Run and Pretty Little if you guys can see that. I did try, and then it just cuts out after 3 minutes
Oh,
because my phone ran out of space. So that this is a lesson I'm glad I learned now and not on Wednesday because on Wednesday I'm actually going to EA Redwood City, the headquarters, to for a press event for their Shadow of Revan.
yeah. Yeah, Corellian Run got invited. Unfortunately, I couldn't get there. But no, I'm glad that Heather's going to be able to make it and going to be able to represent the podcast there. That's going to be awesome.
Yes, I would definitely make sure my phone has enough space for audio interviews and things like that. But as far as the actual Q&A and questions that were asked at the cantina, a lot of it was very, just PR answers, diplomatic answers. Let me see, what's a good example of one? Oh, when I asked about Galactic Starfighter, they just said that there's nothing currently in development, but they're gonna work on it. Like, okay.
Yeah.
But they did tell me, the producer Andrew Horowitz, he said because he knew I had that big old long list of questions, and I told him I was going to be at the press event. He said that just save your questions for the press event because we will answer all of those for you in higher detail than what we're going to say at the cantina. So basically, I just kind of kept my ears open and tried to listen if there was anything kind of interesting that someone asked.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna get really awesome questions this week anyway from the press event.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting. Now, on the Community Cantina, you did get a flash drive, right?
Yes, I did get a flash drive and we got a bunch of pictures. Hopefully Jason can start
Yeah. See,
putting these up here.
I've got one, let's see, one. Let's see, the first one I got is the new Ligor mount concept. Kind of the looks like a hover bike almost. And you remember that? It's got like the four like hover pads and
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. I kind of like the red one.
I act
I guess I'll have to see it in action. I like don't usually like mounts, but this is kind of unique and kind of cool looking.
well, the last couple ones they've kind of had. Now this is kind of a like ATV kind of looking thing. I don't know the way it sets and stuff like that, but I could see it definitely having some neat like hover animations or like there's another one they've had recently that had like you sit down and kind of the canopy comes towards you a little bit. And if they have more of the animations like that, I think that could be a really cool mount. So that was a cool one. Let's see, the other one I had that you got for me is the Revan armor concept.
Yeah, it's like Revan, but like with heavy armor.
Yeah,
And
that
not
looks.
just like his raggedy robes that he comes out of what's that? Ricotta Prime or what, no, the like the trailer. He has
Mm-hmm.
all those raggedy robes. So this one looks really cool actually.
Yeah, that's pretty. It looks awesome. Now, it doesn't really say. It just says Revan themed gear, so it doesn't mean is he wearing it or is his troops wearing it. But I like the colors. I like it just a little heavier, like you said. I think that's really, really cool. And now
Yeah,
I
I
didn't get
definitely
all of
like
them
that.
up. Now I'll put some more of them that Heather sent me on our website. Um, there was a couple. Was there any more that you saw that you or while you were there looking at them? What was kind of the overall feel from the people there when they saw them?
Well, they didn't show the pictures at the canteen itself. They were just on the flash drive. But looking at these pictures, it looks like a lot of the pictures are from operation fights because you can see, maybe eight characters fighting something big or eight characters
Mm-hmm.
posed, and it looks really cool. I like the one with the big Masasi. I I didn't say red Kefis, Musasi.
Yeah, that thing is huge. I mean, when the other pictures we saw, it looked big, but I didn't. That thing is huge.
And then there's the one picture of Revan with clearly with a big purple lightsaber, and he's not wearing the Revan themed concept
Mm-mm.
armor. He's wearing his regular outfit.
Regular outfit. Now, there was one, and I kind of talked to Heather about this before, and I just got it up here right now on the stream. It looks partly maybe a flashpoint, part of an operation. You have two walkers. The front of this like building. One is kind of an orange silver walker, and the other is a silver-looking walker. Now, it's not exactly the same, but I'm just saying I'm going to go out on a limb. That one, the one in the silver walker, there's Kefas inside that. Kefas is going to be in the expansion. I just know it. He's not dead, ladies and gentlemen. He is still alive. Kefas is inside that walker. It's a dual fight, dual boss. Revan's in one, Kefas in the other. They both come out. No. But so how did you think the cantina went?
I think it went really well. The audience was really, excited to be there, and everyone was gathering around the community team and the devs after the Q&A was over, which I like. I don't like when I go to the cantinas and then everyone just leaves after. Like, what's even the point? Or like, why are you? I don't know. It just bothers me. Like, you made this effort to come out to the cantina and then you don't even go and like talk to anyone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm really glad that there was a lot of people talking to them, and they were really easy to talk to. I got to talk to Courtney one on one for a few minutes, and Andrew Horowitz, the producer, for a few minutes, and I tracked down Musco, and he wasn't he wasn't mad at me or anything. So
Well, that's good. You never want them mad at you.
yeah, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. They just told me some random things like I probably shouldn't say on here, but it was Musco's first time in Las Vegas. And so
Nice.
he had some nice interesting hangover adventures and
Hey, Heather, what happens in Vegas?
yeah, I know. Yeah.
We
So
get
just saying it
we
was his
tell
first
on
time in Las
Corellian Run Radio.
Vegas. Oh gosh, what else happened? Oh, Book Guild was there. Yeah, that's who I was sitting with in the front. Book Guild, they're a guild on the Shadowlands.
Yes.
You're familiar with
Yes, I
them. I
am.
guess they're a really, big guild, conquesting guild like mine.
Yeah, they have every planet, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
currently, right now, we're second place to them, and we're just not going to catch them on one planet.
oh.
But it's fun. They're a great guild. They're a good time.
Yeah, they were super nice. I think Bam, I think he's the GM. He's been to every single cantina. I wish I had taken a picture, but he actually had like a lanyard or something that had all the cantina flash drives on it, and so there was a lot on there, and they're all
That's
labeled
awesome.
and stuff, so you know which one's which. But that was really cool.
That was very cool. Can meet anyone else there that you can or want shout out to anybody else?
Oh gosh, someone will get mad if I like forget. No, just some people from the Harbinger. Yeah, no, it was fun.
Well, that's a good time. good time. You know, and so did they give you a hint whether or not they're coming back next year?
I think they liked it. A lot of actually there at this cantina, a lot of the BioWare representatives, they brought like their wives or husbands with them. Or I didn't see any husbands. I just saw a wife. And also some other BioWare employees just came to Las Vegas just because it was Las Vegas. So that was kind of a fun thing, and hopefully they'll probably do it again next year since I don't know, I think it turned out pretty well despite all the schedule changes. And I did ask Musco about that too, and uh, he says it was his fault.
What a stand-up guy. Musco's
Yeah.
taking it right there for us, ladies and gentlemen. No, that sounds cool. I definitely would have loved to have got out there. So I'm hoping maybe they come back and so I can head out to Vegas.
Producer Andrew Horowitz. He said he's heard of Corellian Run Radio. So I was like, yes,
Woohoo!
thank God.
Woohoo! You heard
Thank
it here,
God,
folks.
yeah,
They know us.
they know who we are. Yeah,
Woohoo!
they're totally just flying us out because they don't know who we are. But yeah, no, they do know who we are, which is great.
That's very cool. So you will be doing that Wednesday.
Yes, yeah, I'm flying out on Tuesday, going to San Francisco, hopefully meeting up with either guildies or just friends, or hopefully I won't be staying in my hotel room like a loser on Tuesday night. And then Wednesday will be the press event, and then I'm going back Wednesday night to home. It's only like an hour flight. It's not that far
That's not too bad.
from here, so.
That's gonna be fun. And then of course you can't say anything.
Yeah, and then I can't say anything until Monday the 24th, I think at 9 a.m., but they'll brief me on what I can or cannot do.
Man, oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. That's gonna be a good time there. I was hoping maybe they'd get to the Chicago EA, but nah, that's kind of cool. It's gonna be out there. So anything else that we got going on? Maybe we'll talk about or.
No, just check out the Q&A that we posted on CorellianRun.com. And just know that I didn't really try that hard with the questions because we're gonna have better questions next week.
Yes. Yeah, we're going to have some definite questions that Heather will be getting asked there at EA, and I'm sure, it was Las Vegas. They were like, yeah, we'll get to your questions at the presser. That's what the press event's for.
Well, they said they would answer all my questions definitely, but they wouldn't really be the real answers. It would just be like the whatever blah
Yeah.
diplomatic answer. So they said no, just hold these and
Well,
have fun.
they're going to definitely be able to answer that since it's a press event there, so you'll be able
Mhm.
to answer those. We won't be able to hear Heather's answers till later on, but that's going to be awesome. They're going to be able to do that. So that is very cool. And, of course, the big news, what we've got going on, we're streaming.
Yeah, surprise! I tweeted it out and people were just like,
What?
But yeah. So sorry. I guess we could have given you some forewarning, but 2 weeks from now we'll live stream again, and hopefully you guys will be more ready that time,
Yeah.
and we
Well,
can get some questions going on in chat.
we wanted to tell you guys we're doing it, but it's like, yeah, we're streaming. We've never really streamed before, obviously, and
Yeah, I
so
don't want like 20 people in there and like we don't know what we're doing.
yeah, we wanted to make sure it was actually going to, upload and all that good stuff and actually appear. So we're also, besides the stream, I'm recording it, and so we'll upload that to the YouTube, and then I'll have the audio, and we'll put that onto our podcast. So anybody that's out there worried about whether or not they're going to get the audio, we're still going to provide that just the same as we have done in the past. We're just kind of giving you this as another outlet for you guys to, check out Corellian Run, and also if you join in the chat room, where hopefully get some people to help us out, field some questions in there, so we can have some live audience participation, which will be fun.
Yeah.
So that moves on to quick mentions. We're always looking for people to help out. So if you're looking for writers, assistants, maybe to help monitor the live stream chats and other areas to help our podcast continue to grow. So stay tuned. And if you are interested, please email us at corellianrun@gmail.com or Jason at corellianrun.
Just saying, I I started on Corellian Run Radio because I wanted to be a writer, and then Carla was like, "Hey, well, you can be a podcast host," and I was like, okay." So that's how
Sure.
that happened. So please write to us and ask to be a writer.
Ask to be anything. That's what when I
Ask
first
to be
wrote.
anything.
I just I have no idea how to help out with a podcast or anything, and they're like, sure, just come on. So I've been with it for a few years now and got into it doing the podcast. So it's awesome. So if you guys are wanting to help, don't even know how to help, give us an email. We'll find you something you can help out with. So that's going to be it for us right now. So head on into our quick mentions here.
Also, if you're a guild looking to get your guild notice, why not contact us about being on a guild ready check? If you're interested, send us an email to corellianrun@gmail.com or to me at heather@prettylittlesith.com. And actually, I talked to someone that you did a guild checkpoint for like a year ago, or more than a year ago. He's
Mm-hmm.
like, "You're on Corellian Run? I did an interview a long time ago. I guess it's Ugly Mr. J. Do you remember that?"
Yes, I do.
Yeah, yeah. So I looked through the interview. I was like, man, that's a long one. I unfortunately I asked, oh well, you could do a follow-up one. And he's like, well, I'm playing Destiny. So
What?
yeah, but he's still, like a SWTOR fan. He's just right now he's playing Destiny,
Yeah.
but whatever.
He'll be back. He'll be back. They always come back.
Yeah, maybe we can get Wook to come on here since
Oh yeah.
since I
Yeah,
met them and I got some swag from them. I got some stickers and stuff like that.
All right. Well, now what happened? You're in Guild Red. You're in Red Check, right?
Oh, good God! I haven't even like logged into my my shadow for a long time since I transferred it over. I've just been playing on the Harbinger still because my friends on the Bastion are like not playing with me, so whatever. I guess I need maybe I should make the first move and like try and play with them and
Exactly.
yeah, whatever. So that is still a work in progress, like 6 months later
6 months later.
with Guild Ready Check.
But if there's any guild, we are definitely looking to get you highlighted. It's just a quick 1 to 2 minute thing. Let everybody know what your guild is about. We'll help you out with the audio and how they can see you on video. So, let us know and we'll get that going. And we're always looking to highlight guilds in the community checkpoint articles, like I did with the other guild that Heather mentioned. Let the SWTOR community learn about your guild to help generate interest in potential new recruits. And so you can email me at jason@corellianrun.com. And we want to thank to those, that have talked to Heather or myself, for getting in an article or the guild ready checks or even past articles. We really appreciate all you guys. So don't forget about all the articles that are on CRR this past week.
We'd also like to make a shout out to our fellow podcasts. We have Ootini Cast, Unnamed SWTOR Podcast, Toro Cast, SWTOR Escape Podcast, Bad Feeling Podcast, Star Wars Beyond the Stars, Enmity Podcast, Healing SWTOR, Old Republic Radio, and Tor Noob. So let us know if we're missing any podcasts. If I would like to know who's out there.
Yeah, and please take a moment to leave us a positive feedback on iTunes. You can subscribe to our podcast on iTunes.
You can also contact us through our website, corellianrun.com, or through Twitter at corellianrun, or you can tweet me or Jason at Heather_PLS or at JT_HollowNet. You can also go to our Facebook page or Facebook group. You can leave a voicemail on our website, or if you have any questions or ideas for discussion topics, you can email us or tweet it to us. You can email at corellianrun@gmail.com or Jason at corellianrun.com. That's a lot of Corellian Run. Say that 3 times fast.
That's fast. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us at Corellian Run Radio. Thanks for tuning in, especially to our first stream. Until next time, I'm Jason.
I'm Heather. May the force be with you, or keep that blaster by your side, kid.
You've been listening to Corellian Run Radio, a Star Wars The Old Republic podcast. Tune in next time to hear Heather say...
Oh gosh, I forgot. Totally forgot we're doing this live, and I don't have something to say, and people are listening to me live right now. Forgot about this. Ah. Any ideas, Jason? We can edit this back in later.
It's already going right now. I think that says it right there. We're live, folks.
Tune in next time to hear me say, "We're live," and I don't know what I'm doing.
End transmission.
Okay. Should I read?